Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
Thanks for joining us on Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. We're back for our weekly update for our keto and carnivore diets. But first, as always, we want to thank our new subscribers. We did have 4 or 5, I think, this last week, but only 2 of them we could actually see their names. So we'd like to thank Sheba S. and also Tulsa S. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you like the videos, share them with some of your friends so we can get some more subscribers going. We like to talk about, for our channel anyways, we like to talk about our carnivore and keto diets, how we did. We give weekly updates on that with numbers, and then normally every month we'll do side-by-side pictures and things like that also.
Inches. We measure every month as well. And we're also getting ready to retire starting in August. Hopefully we'll be retiring. And so we're going to be moving back to the United States from Okinawa, Japan, which is where we currently live. And we're going to be doing a full-time RV lifestyle. So we'd like to talk a little bit about that too on our channel. But make sure you stay till the end of this, because at the end we're going to give you our weekly results for this current week, and then our total fat loss as well. But first, I guess just like everybody else, we'd like to start with talking a little bit about the coronavirus. We've heard and seen other YouTube channels and things talking about how bad it is over there in the U.S. as far as toilet paper goes and everything like that. We're not having an issue here in Okinawa. For those that do not know, we live in Okinawa, Japan, and they got a little bit of an outbreak early here. So far, we still only have 3 reported cases here in Okinawa. One has recovered, and I guess the other 2 have too. I haven't heard an update on them. And then just a couple of days ago, somebody was traveling from Spain through Tokyo, got tested at the airport and was supposed to wait there, but they went ahead and got a plane back to Okinawa. So then when they got here, they found out that the test was positive on one of the children, and so now we have a new case on Okinawa, but it still counts in the numbers of Tokyo because that's where she was tested. So they do have her and her family in quarantine, or she's in a hospital and the family's in quarantine, so hopefully it will not spread. But you go to the grocery store and everything's normal. The shelves are completely stocked. They are not social distancing off base. At one of the bases here, they're only allowing a few people in at a time. Japanese schools have been closed for a few weeks. American schools just shut down this week for the military schools here in Okinawa. No buffets on base, buffets off base. Some restaurants are still allowing it and some are not.
Really, for us so far, we really haven't seen much of the effects. There are 2, yeah, luckily so far, there are 2 people actually at my work that are on a 14-day quarantine type situation because they traveled back from the United States not long ago. So I do know that it is affecting your military a little bit, at least here. But as far as my job goes, my job is business as usual. So I'm going in, Monday through Friday just like normal, not working from home, no self-quarantining or anything like that for us. But one thing I am thinking about now that we're looking down the road with this coronavirus is I wonder when things are going to start going back to normal. Because like I said before, we're going to retire here in August, hopefully, and we want to go back, and we're going to be purchasing an RV and a vehicle and full-time RV. So the question I want to pose to you guys, and hopefully somebody out there has a little better understanding than maybe we do. But do you think the coronavirus is going to stop us from being able to do this in August? Do you think we'll still be under possibly no movement type restrictions, or do you think when we get there, if we are able to move back in August, are all of the grocery stores going to be still wiped out of everything, and there's really no sense for us to come back?
They're closing state parks and campgrounds in a lot of states, so those that do full-time RV are having a hard time to find a place to stay. If they don't have a house to go back to, they're having to maybe park at a family's house or rent an apartment. I saw somebody saying that they were going to be renting an apartment and just put their RV in storage until this passes. So we definitely can't purchase and start RVing full-time if the campgrounds are still shut down. We'll have to figure something out. We'll
have to hit up some of our friends for a mooch dock. Who has the nicest driveway for us, maybe? What I think is probably going to happen is this will take a month or so, and then we'll start coming out of it. It'll start going away. It will not be such a pain like it is right now. So that's what I see happening. Probably before we retire in August, I think it will be pretty much all done, and everything will be back to normal.
I know we have, and anyone else who has investments out there, the stock market has just plunged. So the money that we're planning to use to pay cash for a brand new truck and a camper that's disappearing. It's we've lost a big chunk of money already. So do you think that the stock market is going to bounce back by the end of August?
I don't.
That's a big question.
I don't think so. I think it'll take over a year to bounce back from where it is now to where it was before. But from what I understand, this goes in about 6 or 7 year cycles normally anyway, the stock market. So it was due for a downward trend, and then normally in about a year or so it will correct itself plus normally. It's normally plus 10 or 20%. I think I saw somewhere it said that. So, okay. But also the next thing you guys may have a little more insight on also is for purchasing when we do get back. Let's say we do come back in August time frame. Do you think that the virus is going to hurt companies like the truck companies and the RV companies? Are we going to start seeing RVs at 50% discounts and trucks at 30 to 40% off normal prices? Or do you think it'll go the opposite direction? Do you think there'll be, if we can, should we get an RV and or a truck now and have it waiting for us when we get there if the prices are going to go 150% or something? I think that it will work in a consumer's advantage. I think if I'm good enough at a negotiation, I can probably get 30% off of MSRP on a trailer, or maybe a little bit more, or an RV. We're actually looking at a toy hauler right now, but we've looked at many different ones. The only ones that we've pretty much taken off the table are the Class A's and B's and C's. The drivable type. Everything else is kind of still up in the air what we're going to get. But so that's what I think. I think not very many people will be out there purchasing big items right now, especially. So it might be in our best interest to start looking and possibly making offers on things from here. But again, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below.
Yes.
It'd be great to hear from you. We do get comments from time to time. We do read them all, and we do respond to them as well. So, anything else on Corona?
You want to make sure that you're doing your best to keep your immunity strong. I'm going to do a video this week on boosting immunity. And look up Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube. He is a great source for information. Type in Dr. Ken Berry Immunity on YouTube and you can see his recommendations. He has the top 10 ways to boost immunity. And a big part of that is your diet, the carbohydrates, the sugar. Whenever your blood sugar spikes, that weakens your immunity. So y'all be careful. We love you.
All right, so with that, I guess we'll get into the weekly update and the numbers. First of all, I did pretty well. I didn't have any major issues with eating something that I shouldn't have this week. But when I hopped on the scale, it showed absolute zero movement. No, didn't go up, didn't go down, stayed exactly to the point of a pound where I was last week. So I lost 0 this week, but in total so far, and we're right at the end of 10 weeks, right?
Yes.
We're just at the end of our 10-week mark, and I've lost 9.9 pounds, so almost 10 pounds. And last week, if you missed the video last week, I hit one of my main goals, and that was to be under my Marine Corps max. When I was in the Marine Corps, my max was 181 pounds, and I got below that last week, so that was a big milestone for me. And
I did well this week. I was really hoping to make it to the 20-pound loss for the total of our keto experiment, carnivore experiment. But I was just a little bit short of that. I lost a total of 1.3 pounds this week for a total of 19 pounds. So I'm 1 pound shy of where I should have been. And I actually snuck a weight during the week, and I was really close to hitting that. I think that when we went out to eat at yakiniku, I forgot to take my sauce. So I think that I got too much soy or sugar or whatever from that sauce. Maybe that slowed me down. But 19 pounds is, a lot better than I was, and I'm feeling great.
It's awesome.
Yes.
And she said a minute ago, the keto and carnivore experiment. I don't think it's an experiment anymore. I think we at this point, this is our second time actually being on somewhere in the keto to carnivore spectrum. We did very well last time and went on vacation for a while, and we just fell off of it for quite a while. So now we're back, and we started with the 30-day carnivore. But we truly believe now that this is what we're calling, and we got this from Dr. Berry. I think he coined it. I'm not sure. But the proper human diet. That's what we believe this is. Very low carb or no carb carnivore. Keto to carnivore. Somewhere in there is the correct place for you to be eating, and you have to find what works best for you in there, and just do it. The diet and the fasting, the intermittent fasting. I eat in a window every day, about a 4 to 5 hour window, and then I don't eat again until the next day at about the same time. I'll come home from work normally and eat right away, and then I try to eat everything else before 7 o'clock. I like to have all my food eaten, and then I don't eat anything again until the next day when I get home from work. So those two things together are first of all, very simple to do. It may sound hard that, I can only eat for 4 hours in a day. I'd have to eat a whole bunch in there. Not really. I'm finding myself, a couple weeks ago on the video I said I can't even eat as much as I used to when we started. I was eating 4 pieces of bacon and 4 eggs every day, and then a steak before 7. I have actually cut that down because I started not being able to eat all of my steak. So I have cut that down to 2 eggs and 2 bacon, and then I'll still eat my steak. So I guess when you get into it, your body gets used to having the correct amount of food, and you don't need as much as you did before.
Right. That's what Dr. Berry says too. And also, I had mentioned before that I'm doing the DDP yoga. I'm in a contest to win. It's a 6-month contest to try to win $1 million. I didn't know what was going on with my knee before, but I found out that I have bursitis on my knee. So whenever I do the yoga exercises on my knees, it hurts too bad even with a pillow. So once I found out it was bursitis, I took the rest of the week off from yoga. And this week I'm going to be doing different workouts that do not have me getting on the floor until the bursitis is gone.
She won't go to the doctor for it, though.
I'm not going to go to the doctor right now. There's sick people there. I am healthy. Nope.
All right, guys. If you like our videos, please subscribe. Click on the little bell if you want notifications from YouTube for when we post our videos. And also share these with your friends. And we also like to say normally at the end, first of all, if you're still here to the end, thanks for watching. Also, if you're coming this way, if you're coming to Okinawa, let us know in the comments of some questions that you may have about your transition over here. I know this is a big location for a lot of military to come, so if you're watching this and you have kids or grandkids or aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, whatever the case is, that are coming over here, share this with them and tell them to go ahead and contact us, and we'll see if we can clear up any of the questions that they might have. Because I know it's a big transition for a lot of people coming over, especially for the first time. So again, if you're military coming, just go ahead and put in the comments any kind of questions you may have, and we'll get an answer for you of those. Or if you want to see us film somewhere, you were here before and would like to see your base entrance, or whatever it was that you were here, something that you remember, let us know that as well, and we'll go out and do a little shot of it and get it out for you guys. So that's about it. You got anything else?
Nope.
All right.
Eat your meat and go for a walk, get some fresh air and sunshine. And we'll see you next time on Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. Bye.